It has been a turbulent year in politics around the world, but perhaps nowhere more than in the United States. 2019 saw the president get impeached for only the third time in history. Donald Trump will begin a new decade awaiting trial in the Senate. With an election looming and the American public deeply divided, our Jackson Proskow is gauging how voters are feeling about the state of their nation.
Over breakfast in Frederick, Maryland.
Frankly, I'm disgusted with the way things are evolving.
We found no shortage of opinions about what's happening 100 kilometers down the road in Washington.
Am I happy with Donald Trump that I voted for? Not really. But would I vote for him again? Well, sure, because the Democrats don't have anybody that impresses me at all.
The political divide in this part of America is as deep as it gets. Here you'll find a nearly even mix of Republicans and Democrats, which gets tricky.
And can we move to Canada?
As we found speaking to friends Susan Jones and Don Cornish, both strong Democrats.
Do either of you have family or friends who are Trump supporters?
My husband.
Your husband?
Oh God, yes. We can't talk about politics.
How do you handle that at home?
We don't talk about politics.
I can see the concern in your face. You're worried about this.
Oh yeah, very. It's consuming.
Things are so bad, according to John Graham, because supporters of both parties have moved to the extremes.
I'm very frightened that this could be a tipping point. Exactly. And I don't know what that means. Does it mean civil war? Does it mean something in that vein? I don't know. I hope not, but I wouldn't count it out.
I mean, that's an awful thing to think about.
It is. It's terrible. The anger level is so high, and it keeps getting ratcheted up even higher.
But not everyone is upset about it.
I can't believe that he's even going through this right now.
Trump supporter John Stottlemyre says he's never had it so good, thanks to the president.
Working man's doing good, and he's done that. I've got better raises and stuff since Trump's been in the office. So yeah, I'd say yeah, I'm better off.
Impeachment has only deepened the gulf between the two sides, bringing the country to a place where it feels like there's no room for compromise.
I don't think he should be impeached. I think he should be in jail.
Nearly 3/4 of Americans believe people are now so set in their beliefs that nothing can change public opinion about the president.
They're for their man, and it doesn't bother him that he did those things. In a sense, they elected him, many of them, because they believed he was going to shake up the system and he was going to break the system.
At the end of a tumultuous year, there are surprisingly a few things on which Americans do agree. Only 22% approve of the job Congress is doing. Only 32% believe the country is headed in the right direction. It doesn't take a poll to know they're all tired of fighting.
Does this ever feel like it's just all too much, that it's become all-consuming?
Yeah. I mean, it impacts your life every day because it's always on the news. You know someone who's been impacted by it.
2020 does not promise to be any better, with an election, months of campaigning, and more rhetoric from both sides. At the end of one tough year and at the beginning of another, there's a worry that none of it will bring America what it truly needs.
You got to get the middle road to the middle road people who can sit down and have a reasonable conversation about where this country needs to go and talk to them.
Do you think that's possible?
Probably not.
Jackson Proskow, Global News, Frederick, Maryland.